Kathy Sidell grew up in a culinary household, and she made it count. Not a classically trained chef, she's a central figure in Boston's rich dining scene as creator and CEO of the hugely popular Met restaurant group.
Her specialty is opulent American cuisine at her 5 restaurants in Boston, Nantucket, and in the Washington area, plus the Met Burger Bar, a 2-time finalist in Boston Magazine's Burger Battle. Kathy Sidell, welcome to The Dish.
Thank you very much for having me.
And this is a formidable meal you have brought us.
Yes, it is. It is, I think, a fabulous summer meal, right? We have, first of all, we start with the blood orange cosmos.
Don't mind if we do.
Cheers.
Let's always start
which
there.
is superb.
Yep.
Cheers, cheers. And then we have our Met Back Bay chopped salad, which is our most popular salad throughout all of our restaurants. And then for me, the lobster fra diablo is insane, finished with hot oil, and the perfect summer dish, I think. And then we have the avocado and burrata toast, which is all the rage now. I think it's on everybody's menu. It's rich and creamy and fantastic. And of course, the piece de la resistance, the sexiest piece of meat ever, is the 42 bone-in ribeye. This is great, I think, to barbecue summertime and share with a bunch of people. You know, not many people are eating a lot of meat, so you can have a little bit of meat and do it with a big group.
I sense that was not a single portion.
No, that is not a single portion. However, there are people, we serve it in Bethesda, and there are people that finish it.
Wow.
Really?
Absolutely, there are people that finish it.
I hope they get a free shirt or something.
I know, they should. Exactly right.
Well, so tell us a little about your family, because you really, I mean, your father is really responsible for so much in Boston.
No question about it. My dad was a banker, and he financed many of the great chefs in the city, you know, Todd English, Jasper White, Lydia Shire. He just was a guy that got food, and he got how to turn it into a business, how to translate it into a business. And he was one of the only people in Boston that would actually lend money to restaurateurs and to chefs. So he was way ahead of his time.
Is that where your passion for food came from?
I think so. I really think it's in the DNA, guys. No question about it. I mean,
wait a minute, hold on, because you kind of transitioned at 47, which I hate to
did,
say woman's
which is
age,
awesome.
but it's a little later than most people.
Yeah, but
clearly.
it was always there. There's no question. I resisted it for a long, long time. You know, and I had a sister that's been in the business now for 21 years, and I watched her, and I just knew ultimately this is what I would do.
But that's very interesting, because you had a career in films, right? Before
I did,
this.
Indeed. Yes, I went to Columbia Film School here in New York.
And then suddenly at 47, you decide to make this transition. And that's a very interesting point in your life to do it, even if that was there.
Well, I had a roadmap. I had my dad who really understood P&Ls and how to run it as a business. I had my sister who was enormously successful. I had a roadmap, and I had enormous passion.
Right.
I mean,
what at that moment in your life made you want to do that?
I just think the timing was right for me. You know, my kids were grown. And I didn't want to travel as much anymore, to be frank with you, and I really wanted to be the master of my own destiny. I wanted to start my own business. I wanted to be accountable to my own self and grow a business, grow a restaurant business.
I mean, grow a restaurant. You've got 5 now.
I do.
So what is the biggest challenge? Because I would imagine having your hands in so many places at once.
You know what? I think the biggest challenge is building a team that's as passionate as you are, and growing the brand and figuring out how you grow the brand when you go from one and you're used to being there every day. How do you translate that intimacy? How do you translate that connection to the next 5? And that's a big challenge. Did
you ever think about coming back to New York? Would there maybe be a New York restaurant?
I don't know about that. That's a little scary to me, to be honest with you. Yeah, but I love eating in New York. Best food ever.
I want to hand you this dish.
Oh, thank you so much.
And as we do that and get your signature on it, we want to ask you if you could have this lovely and very light meal with any person, past or present. Who would that person be?
I would take my sister with me.
That's a great
and
choice,
we would go and have Thanksgiving dinner with Francis Coppola.
Wow.
And that's what we would do.
Okay.
It's an absolutely great choice.
Yeah.
I like that one
Love
a lot.
that.
Kathy Sidell, thank you so much.
Oh, guys, thank you so much.